55 a.m. 42 seconds, November 13, 2022.
911 location of your emergency.
Something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
Okay. And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Can you repeat the address to make sure that I have it right?
I'll talk to you guys. We live with the wife, so we're next to them.
I need someone to repeat the address for verification.
The address, 1122 King Road.
And tell me exactly what's going on.
One of the roommates has passed out, and she was drunk last night, and she's not waking up.
Okay.
Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night. Yeah. Sorry,
And are you with the patient? Okay, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around.
Can I just tell you what happened pretty much?
What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, Bethany, we gotta go check. But we have to. Is she passed out? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20, you said?
Yes, 20 here.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Hey, sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
Bethany, the line needs you to talk to them, okay? I can't talk to them, they need you to talk to them.
Hello?
Okay. I've already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Say that again? There's a police here right now.
Okay. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
We don't have... I think yes. Do you have a defibrillator? Yes, we have one.
So are you talking to the officer?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let you go since he's there with you and can help you.
Okay.
Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. To start with, I like to be very mindful for the 911 call. I can imagine what everyone was going through, the emotions, the shock, whatever they experienced. You can definitely hear that from the 911 call. But I have a couple of questions. The call started with something happened in our house, or something's happening in our house. The question is, when you call 911, obviously it is an emergency. And you would know the reason you're calling 911 because Bethany Funk said that somebody passed out. And it was definitely Zano. She said that the person was drunk last night and the person isn't getting up. That would obviously be that the person actually went and saw the person. So my question is, this was a mass murder. This was a mass unaliving. 4 people were deleted out of this world in the most horrific manner. We saw the red liquid leaking out of Xana's room. If they saw the roommate was unconscious, obviously they would have seen that the person was unalived in a horrible manner, so the person can't be passed out. It can't be an unconscious person and the person not waking up, because you would touch the person to see if the person is actually moving or they have a pulse. So I want to know, how did the surviving roommates not see red liquid everywhere in the room? And it wasn't only Xana in the room, Ethan was there too. So did they actually go in the room, or did they wait for Hunter to come and go in the room? That doesn't sit right with me personally. There were many people talking on the 911 call. They all were distressed, and you could clearly hear the 911 dispatcher saying, "I've already spoken to 4 people, stop passing the phone around." Let's not forget that when the unalivings were happening, the surviving roommates were texting each other. We heard BF telling DM to run downstairs to her. So obviously they knew that something was happening in the house. If you'll remember, Ashley Banfield 2 years ago spoke about that her sources told her that it leaked from the grand jury that DM said that there was rummaging upstairs and she thought it was the Sigma Chi fraternity boys. This doesn't make sense to me, because I'll tell you what is actually the issue that most of us people have. If this happened between 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or even 4 a.m., that means that 8 hours 911 wasn't called. I heard Kaylee's father, Steve G., actually saying that even if they called, the people couldn't have been, they wouldn't have survived, basically. But that is not the point. Wasn't DM and BF worried for their own safety? So if this unalivings were done in such a horrific manner, we heard Ann Taylor saying that there was red liquid on, what was it called, on one of the railings on the step. Is the surviving roommates and the neighbors and Hunter trying to say that they did not see any red liquid around? Obviously, there would have been traces of red liquid because there was on the railing in the house. DM heard rummaging upstairs. BF thought that she saw Xana in all black clothing. So it's not like that these girls just got up at 11:58 and said, "Oh, somebody's passed out." Something was going on from when the unalivings were happening, because the girls were texting each other. I can see many things in the 911 call that Ann Taylor is going to use, and she should. I do understand that these girls are traumatized and they could be totally innocent, but I still go with the facts of what I heard from Chief Fry. I've repeated that almost in every clip I made. He said to ABC News, when they said, why didn't the surviving roommates call 911 if they are witnesses? Chief Fry said, I never said they were witnesses. I just said they were there. That is really concerning, because if the chief himself is saying that he did not say that they're witnesses, for me it looks like the chief doesn't believe them. Or at that time, he did not know what was going on, and the surviving roommate's story did not make sense to him. Otherwise, why else would he have corrected the ABC reporter in the press conference? The girls clearly said that the roommate, one of our roommates, is passed out and she was drunk. For her to be drunk, that means you went and you smelt alcohol in the room, or you knew that the surviving roommates knew that the roommate who was unconscious, allegedly, was drunk. And then in the middle of the 911 call, you hear DM saying, there was a man here at 4 a.m. Isn't that something you would have said immediately? To start with, immediately you're supposed to call 911. Because you texted your roommates, they texted Kaylee, they texted Zana. I wonder why they were texting. Why didn't they call? So they knew around 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. that something actually happened in the house. Why did it take 8 hours to call 911? Could it be possibly that there were rugs in the house that they needed to take out? Because I showed you all. BF is Venmo. She was dealing in the house. So what was actually going on in the 911 call? Hunter Johnson went upstairs and all he said was, go, let's go. So obviously he discovered the scene. But I want to know who was the person who was unconscious, who was passed out and was drunk. Because that means DM and BF actually, before calling 911, knew that somebody was unconscious. And what bothers me is, it wasn't like somebody was unconscious. This was a mass murder. Not supposed to even say that word. This was a brutal scene with red liquid everywhere. So where does the part come that somebody's unconscious? Make this make sense. You saw that night, it was really busy. For the chief to say it was a quiet night and for the police to say to the Banfield boys it was a quiet night really bothers me. There's nothing quiet about that night. The Banfield boys were out, the grub truck was full, there were figures running. So something doesn't make sense to me. And I really believe that this 911 call will be actually used in court properly. Ann Taylor is going to scrutinize this call, which she should. I'm sure the girls were shocked, but if you're shocked and if you're scared, why wait 8 hours to call 911? And why call Hunter Johnson and Emily and other people? Call your neighbors before calling the police. Didn't Kaylee's friend ever say to ABC News, I tried calling Kaylee's phone and nobody answered, and she was crying and she said it was 10 a.m. 10 a.m. The 911 call was made at 11:58. Why did DM text her father before calling 911? Why was everyone, the sororities and the frats, informed before 911? Is my question. Make this make sense. Have a lovely day, guys. May the victims rest in peace. And I really want to know who was the unconscious person. Please like, share, and subscribe.